3 months after my dear wife died, a small white envelope arrived. It was an invitation to the christening of my nephew's new baby. I almost threw it away. I was still feeling like I was drowning in sadness, and the thought of being around a big, happy crowd felt like way too much to handle. 40 years of marriage is a very long time. When you lose the person who has been by your side through every single high point and every single low point, it feels like half your own soul has simply vanished into the air. She had been there for me through every failure, every business risk, and every difficult year we faced together. Over those 40 long years, we worked together to build a comfortable life and save $4 million. Every single dollar. We had belonged to her as much as it belonged to me. My wife was always the warm heart of our home. She used to tell me that while money can buy the wood and bricks to build a house, it can never build the love that makes a family real. She believed that a home was built on sharing meals and supporting each other through the rainy days of life. After she died, I felt so far away and distant from everyone. I spent my nights sitting all alone in our quiet house, looking at old photographs. I wondered how my whole life could change so quickly. Even though I really wanted to stay home in the quiet, I decided to go to the baby's christening. I thought about my wife and how she always showed up for family. I wanted to honor her by being there for them. When I arrived, the atmosphere felt very strange. The room was unusually quiet, and people looked at me in a way I just could not explain. After the ceremony was over, my nephew's wife stood up in front of the family. She asked everyone to listen. Then she pointed right at the newborn baby. She said, "This child actually belongs to you." I stood there, completely stunned and in shock. I thought I must have heard her wrong, but she said it again. Then she made a huge demand. She said that because the baby was supposedly my child, he deserved half of the fortune my wife and I had built together. I could feel every single eye in that room turning toward me, waiting for a response. The whole room went completely silent. My nephew looked like he had been hit by a truck. Everyone was staring, waiting for me to start a big argument or get angry. Instead, I started to laugh. It was a laugh of pure disbelief. People probably thought my grief had finally broken my mind. But I was laughing because I knew a secret she did not know. Before my wife passed away, she was very smart and protective. She had found out that this woman was spreading rumors and trying to find a way to get into our bank accounts. My wife took action. She worked with our lawyer to lock everything away in a very safe plan. She also left me a sealed envelope with instructions to open it only if someone ever tried to claim our money through a fake family connection. The morning after the christening, I opened that envelope. Inside, I found a letter and papers from a private investigation my wife had started before she died. The evidence was clear. It showed that my nephew's wife had been in a completely different relationship before the baby was born. However, the medical records also clearly showed that my nephew was indeed the real father of that child. I took this to our lawyer, and a letter was sent to the family. I felt like my wife's hand was guiding me through the truth. The woman suddenly stopped talking, apologized, and cried, but I refused to give her even a single dollar. My nephew eventually learned the truth about what his wife had tried to do. The christening that she thought would be her chance to take my money became the moment her whole plan collapsed. I never told her how much money I really had. After losing my wife, I realized she did not build a life for a liar to steal. She built our life on trust and loyalty. I honored her memory by protecting everything she worked for. That woman thought she could trick a sad man, but she was the one who walked out exposed. Truth lasts forever. The truth always comes out finally.